Dear soul, settle into a calm breath and allow the quiet rustle of destiny to unfurl around you. Before you lie three luminous paths, three piles of possibility, each crowned by a guiding card and wrapped in the loving intention of spirit. Though the calendar's pages may speak of 2023 in the past tense, energetic seasons are timeless. What you are about to receive can ignite at any moment you choose to say yes. Trust that the words that resonate most deeply are the very ones that are meant for you. Breathe, soften your heart, and step with me beyond the veil. Pile 1. Card. The sun. Rising into your personal spring. Like dawn flooding a long-shadowed valley, the sun announces the season when your inner terrain warms, thaws, and bursts into adored color. You emerge from quiet wintering, blinking in wonder at how much lighter your spirit feels. Obstacles that once loomed like immovable mountains now dissolve into manageable hills, and every hilltop reveals a wider horizon. Travel features strongly in your unfolding story. Whether you board a plane for postgraduate study, accept a dream job secondment halfway across the globe, or simply wander to the neighboring city to taste its freedom, movement becomes a teacher. New streets mirror new neural pathways. With every unfamiliar skyline, you sense another chamber of your potential unlocking. Spirit whispers, do not clip your wings with questions of worthiness. Soar first, evaluate later. This coming year is also your apprenticeship in authentic self-expression. Words that once knotted in your throat now flow like sunlight on water. Talent you relegated to weekend hobby steps boldly into the public square. You may launch the blog you feared no one would read, paint canvases that drip with unapologetic color, or volunteer to speak where you once hid at the back of the room. Shock and delight will course through your body as applause, opportunities, and even quiet nods of respect gather around your courage. Joy multiplies when shared. Expect birthdays that feel like mini homecomings, spontaneous picnics lit by fairy strings of laughter, and victories, large and small, celebrated with those who see your soul. If you are unattached, a fresh love vibration hums in the sun's golden rays. That new partner may enter as gently as a stranger offering directions in a foreign city, or as dramatically as a magnetic colleague who asks, why do I feel I've known you forever? However romance appears, it will mirror the love you have finally extended inward, kind, spacious, and alive to adventure. Spirit's wisdom for Pile 1. Broaden your horizons, especially if comfort zones have become padded cells. Enroll in the pottery class, even if your mugs wobble. Learn a phrase in every language you encounter. Say yes to the scenic detour. The universe keeps a ledger of brave choices. Each one compounds into confidence, abundance, and a life that feels unmistakably yours. Pile 2. Cards. The Tower and Leo shine. The sacred collapse that births a star. At first glance, the tower can quicken the heartbeat. Lightning cleaves stone. Foundations quake. Old certainties scatter like embers on the wind. Yet beneath the theatrical rubble lies a hidden promise. What topples was never meant to cage your brilliance. Paired with the Leo Shine Oracle, your reading reveals a cosmic paradox. Destruction as renovation. Upheaval as rite of coronation. Over recent years, you may have sensed hairline cracks spidering through structures you once called home. A career shaped by others' expectations. Friendships kept alive on nostalgia alone. Beliefs that protected you when you were smaller, but now feel like heavy chainmail in summer heat. You tried to patch, prop, or ignore, but spirit loves you too fiercely to let you shrink. And so, bang. A sudden layoff, a startling confession, a relocation notice, a spiritual epiphany that turns yesterday's logic upside down. This avalanche of change can initially feel like a personal failure. But imagine supernovas. Stars must collapse to seed galaxies with gold. Likewise, your tower moment liberates the raw material of wisdom, empathy, and endurance that will build your next life on bedrock rather than sand. As walls fall, sunlight pours in, revealing doors you never saw. You may pivot into a vocation that aligns with your soul contract, discover activism that sets your heart ablaze, or finally seek the therapy, coaching, or mystical mentorship that cracks open your psychic gifts. Behind the scenes, fate rearranges pieces with precision. Synchronistic numbers, prophetic dreams, overheard phrases that answer secret prayers. These breadcrumbs guide you from rubble to revelation. And when self doubt storms your mind, the Leo archetype roars: own your throne, practice mirror work, speak declarations of sovereignty, wear colors that electrify your aura. The more boldly you inhabit your radiance, the faster circumstances reshape to reflect it. Spirit's wisdom for pile 2. Surrender the instinct to fight the weight. Instead, surf it with curiosity. Journal gratitudes in the midst of endings. Dance beneath the dust clouds. Whisper thank you even before you understand why. Alignment is less about steering and more about allowing. Miracles flow to those who meet chaos with open palms and lion-hearted faith. Card: the Fool, leaping into the unknown, crafting the impossible. Where some see a cliff, the Fool sees a launchpad. Satchel light, heart wide, eyes on the horizon. He steps into the uncharted, trusting the invisible bridge will materialize beneath his feet. For you, dear traveler, 2023, and every moment you choose thereafter glimmers with this archetypal magic. Perhaps your dream feels outrageously large. Publishing the novel that dances in your veins, founding an eco-village, auditioning for a conservatory at 40, or cycling across continents with nothing but a map scribbled in stardust. Hesitation has shadowed your steps. What if I fail? What if they laugh? But a greater dread now eclipses those fears. The terror of remaining exactly where you are. That holy discomfort is your cue to leap. This year, expect an intoxicating cocktail of beginner's luck and divine mid-air assistance. Grants appear a day before a deadline. Mentors randomly sit beside you on trains. Friends cheer you forward with expertise you didn't know they possessed. And should you misstep, as all pioneers do, each tumble reveals a nugget of strategy or self-knowledge that would have remained hidden had you played it safe. Risk sketches the blueprint. Experience inks it in. Travel beckons here as well, though not always by airplane. Some journeys are inner odysseys, breathwork retreats that crack your chest open, weekend vision quests where silence roars louder than city traffic, or moonlit ceremonies that introduce you to ancestors who pledge their support. Wherever you wander, keep a dedicated notebook. Spirit promises flashes of genius at border crossings, both literal and metaphorical. Co-create with the universe. After you take that first audacious step, pause, listen, and let the next instruction arrive. Life is a cosmic waltz. One step you, one step source. When doubt whispers, place a hand over your heart and recall every prior moment you survived the impossible. The same benevolent force marches beside you now, eager to surprise you with delights previously beyond imagination. Beloved one, whether the sun warms your emergence, the tower clears your skyline, or the fool coaxes you off familiar ground, know this: Spirit does not deal in accidents. Each scenario is a tailored curriculum guiding you toward the most unedited, electrifying version of yourself. Celebrate the triumphs, befriend the tremors, and honor the quiet spaces between where seeds sprout beneath lonely darkness. As you move forward, may you greet travel tickets as permission slips from the universe, view collapsed columns as composed for tomorrow's gardens, and treat blank maps as invitations to sketch entire constellations. Hold wonder like a lantern and keep stepping, for every path, lit or obscured, ultimately curves back to the radiant truth of who you have always been. Walk on in courage, dear soul. Your year of blooming, becoming, and breathtaking adventure awaits.